This is just another look at it. Look how quickly he's able to get across the field. He starts over on the right side of the field. He works his way to the left. And then he's got a linebacker, it looks like right there. He just shrugs him off and then, of course, gets to the outside. Now he's going to be lined up in the backfield, Goff under center. They've got extra blockers on the left side. You'd have to imagine it's going to go there. It actually goes up the middle. Gibbs makes one cut, another cut, and then he's just so fast where, I mean, he's able to basically just walk into the end zone. Yeah, this is a much better angle. So you can see you got St. Brown on the left side. Now Laporte is there, lined up, of course, in the backfield. And then he's going to pick up number 51, great block. And then Gibbs is just one-on-one right there with 54, and he's able to just shoot it to the left. And with his type of speed, I mean, that's a touchdown. But for an average running back, a normal starting running back even, I mean, that's going to be just, he's tackled right there. But Gibbs just effortlessly is able to just turn it on to that next level. Play action, fake. And Gibbs, he's never going to be the first read, obviously, from Goff because he's the running back. But when everything else is covered and you can just dump it off to Gibbs and pick up 5+ yards, I mean, that's just huge. And this is another look at it too. I mean, he had a guy on him, but he was able to just get by him. And if you're a linebacker, a safety in the NFL, I mean, you're going to have no chance against Jahmyr Gibbs. There's going to be corners that are going to struggle to do that. And then this is just him, of course, in the backfield. They're going to motion the tight end. That was a fake pitch, and then they go to the screen. They only picked up like a yard from this. Concept is very creative, though. I don't know if I've ever seen, I mean, I've seen fake pitches, but I mean, they really sold me on that. And then this is just, again, getting, this looks like that was actually Van Ginkel, one of the best edges in the league. I mean, he drops back into coverage more than any other edge, and he realized his assignment was too late. He wasn't anticipating Gibbs coming out, and then he did. And to that point, he was absolutely torched. Again, Gibbs, it's explosiveness. I would say he's the most explosive running back in football. I mean, Derrick Henry, Bijan Robinson are right up there, but Gibbs just that 4.3 speed. Nobody moves as quick as him. That's just a huge gain too. Nothing's open. You could just dump it off to Gibbs. Look at this. I mean, he catches that at the 40. He gets up to the 55. I guess technically the 45 because it goes down. But I mean, that's 15 yards within a couple of seconds right there, and then hand it to him, get to the outside, and he's able to get there. I mean, it just seems easy for Jahmyr Gibbs, but if you go and watch the film on a different running back, you'll notice how nobody else in the league right now is doing what Jahmyr Gibbs is. I mean, the one back that I've watched this year that reminds me of his speed is Chase Brown, but just not to this level. Like, look at this right here. He's just outrunning the entire defense. The only reason he gets stopped is because of the sideline. The Vikings just pushed him to that side, and the last guy in the final level was able to get to him. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And of course, you have to account for that play action. And then right here, that's a blocking too. Give credit to the blocking. The Lions have the best O line. The receivers block as well, probably better than anyone. The Rams, I think Lions, those are the two best blocking wide receiver teams. But that's just absolutely everyone working together. Gibbs with another run. This time it's just patience. I mean, normally you see his speed, but just watch his focus on this play to just sit back and let the guys block and open up a hole in the run game. So not only does he have the explosiveness, but he's got the IQ. Look, he just basically puts his left hand on that guard's back and just follows him, and it gets extra yardage from it. That's really good job by Jahmyr Gibbs. And then this time it's going to go to the other side, but he makes a cut up the middle, finds the hole. And then right here, you've got three guys on the left, Gibbs on the right. They hand it off to him. He actually does get stopped here, but then because of the extra push by the lineman, he's able to get in. And that's why Detroit is just so dangerous too, because for 99% of teams in the NFL, he's going down right there. Okay, let's go on to the next play. But the Lions, they're able to push him in there. And that's a beautiful thing. This is just a pitch. Gibbs makes a guy miss, defensive end, goes down. Pretty solid gain, nothing crazy here. He's going to be lined up, shotgun formation. Goff looking down the field. He actually does have a man. That's going to be Sam Laporta. I think that might have been the last Jamir Gibbs clip that I had. I'm not going to show you guys like I'll run for a yard or two. Actually, I stand corrected. Oh, spin move. Yeah, so that guy got beat. That defensive lineman beat the Lions offensive lineman off of the line, and Gibbs did spin out, but it just wasn't enough. And then this is just St. Brown. Great route, great play call, finding the soft spot, first down. Selly. And that looks like that's actually Craig Reynolds lined up. Play action, fake, off to eyes down. That's the same play. Yeah, it's just St. Brown. That's a huge gain too. I don't know how somebody as talented as St. Brown is able to get that wide open. Just goes to show that you want to play zone coverage on the Lions. I mean, they're going to make you pay for it. Laporta with another catch. I thought he got a solid gain. He ended up finishing the night with 7 catches for 63 yards. I thought Jamison Williams would have had a bigger day, only 34 yards. Not that that's bad by any means, but I guess it was just Jamir Gibbs stealing the show. He has 139 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, and then receiving, he does get 31 with 1 touchdown. I mean, fantasy wise, this would have been one of the craziest games of the year. Hopefully, you guys weren't playing against him, and you shouldn't be playing in Week 18 regardless. But if you were and you were facing Gibbs, I'm sorry to hear that. I actually had Gibbs in one of my leagues, lost in the championship though, but I did get one other championship, so I'll take it. But shout out to Gibbs, man. I mean, he was splitting carries with Montgomery for the majority of the season until he got hurt, and he was still, I would say, the even I would the second. He was the second most productive running back. The first was Saquon Barkley, the next was Gibbs, and then the third was Bijan Robinson. So to be able to do that is absolutely crazy. Those other guys are bell cow type of running backs. And speaking of Jameson Williams, this was his biggest play of the game. Love to see it. I mean, here's another look at it. This is just him finding the soft spot, and then he just makes a guy miss, gets to the sideline, actually lowers his shoulder. I don't know if I've seen Jamo do that. I mean, not often at least. He just lowers his shoulder and gets physical. We know he's got that speed, but yeah, this is why the Lions are so hard to stop. You got to deal with Gibbs, St. Brown, Laporta, Jameson Williams. Tim Patrick's had a very, very underrated season. Was quiet in this one, but overall, I mean, he's been productive. And this is just find the soft spot at yards after the catch, which is the Lions' specialty. They got JMO motion. Goff gets rid of it quickly. And yeah, he's going to hit his target right there. Do have Gibbs in the backfield, St. Brown to the left. They're going to motion JMO to the left. They got Tim Patrick out there as well. And then, yeah, that's just exactly knowing the coverage and Goff knowing where to go with the football. Everything has to happen fast in order to have an offense like the Lions that averages 33 a game. This is a handoff to Gibbs. He gets taken down by the legs. Number 0 saved another 5 to 10 yards right there by making that tackle. And then this is just a quick throw out to Laporta, who served as the underneath guy in this one. Jamo's going to run deep. St. Brown's going to be a medium, and then Laporta is going to be that underneath guy. I mean, St. Brown can catch the ball on all 3 levels, but mainly he's going to be a guy when he catches it that's going for 10 to 15 yards. And then this is actually Laporta's biggest catch of the game. That went for, I believe, 17 yards. Goff, you can see, just able to evade the pressure, go to your left, and just fire to his target. Jared Goff finished the regular season with 37 touchdowns against 12 picks. And I think 5 of those came against the Texans, which is just wild to think about. He was second in yards, 4,629, sixth in QBR. Goff isn't going to get the recognition he deserves because of the system he's in and the weapons around him. But in order to have an offense this elite, this lethal, the quarterback has to be very, very good. And Jared Goff certainly is. Now, I will have a video coming out within the next couple of days breaking down who I think will win the Super Bowl and going through each bracket. Give you guys a spoiler, I will have the Lions going to the Super Bowl.